All right, let's open up a really curious file today, the Irena Dossier. Now, at first glance, she might just seem like another adventurer, right? But when you start digging through the logs, you find this character who seems to, well, bend fate itself. So let's piece this fascinating puzzle together.
So, this is the line from an observer's log that really kicks things off. An incredible string of luck against powerful magic? Come on. In a world of fireballs and deadly curses, that isn't just luck, that's a strategy. A really, really good one. So, the big question is, how on earth does she do it?
And that question leads us right into our first deep dive, Irena as the lucky survivor. See, to really get who she is, you have to start with how she stays in the fight when pretty much anyone else would be toast.
So let's just ask it straight up. How does someone get so tough? Is it some kind of innate power, a gift from the gods? Nope. The answer, as you're going to see, is all about what she's carrying. It's in her toolkit.
Her survival isn't built on one single amazing item. It's all about layers. She stacks her defenses. I mean, look at this. Not one, but two different cloaks, each giving a +2 protection bonus. Then you've got a mithril tiara for her armor class, an ion stone for specific acid resistance, and even a crown that helps against disease. Every single piece is there to plug a different hole. This isn't luck. This is meticulous, almost paranoid preparation.
But listen, out of all these defensive layers, there's one item that's different. It's not about just sitting back and taking a hit. Oh no. It's about making the ultimate gamble. And here it is, the Cloak of the True. Its power is just unbelievably potent. It gives her the ability to just ignore a missile attack. An arrow, a magic missile, poof, like it never even happened.
Okay, but you and I both know there's always a catch with magic this good, right? A power like that could absolutely break the game, so what's the downside?
So here's the crazy high-stakes game Irena is playing. It all comes down to a wisdom check, basically a test of her focus. If she passes, that dragon's fire breath just becomes a tiny pinprick, doing only 1 point of damage. But if she fails, she takes the maximum possible damage. It's an all-or-nothing bet, and it tells you everything you need to know about her confidence.
Okay, so we've got the survivor part down. She's a gambler who trusts her own nerve. But Irena's strategy is way deeper than just weathering the storm. She's also a master of deception.
You know, surviving is one thing, but taking control, that's a whole other level. And for Irena, controlling the flow of the fight is everything.
Just take a look at this part of her inventory. This isn't the loadout of some brute force warrior. A potion of invisibility, a whistle to sniff out hidden threats, a crown that can pacify creatures. This is the toolkit of someone who'd rather outsmart you. And right at the heart of it all is that mystic chess set.
And this is not just any old chess set. This thing is carved from the teeth of a red dragon. Think about that for a second. Each piece is a different kind of wizard. The logs are kind of cagey about what it actually does, which honestly makes it one of her most mysterious and, you have to assume, most powerful items.
And look at the pieces themselves. You've got pawns as apprentices, a knight wizard on a horse, a queen sorceress ready to cast a spell. Every piece is so detailed. Now, what the set is really for is never spelled out, but it points to this whole other level of strategic thinking, maybe summoning, maybe control. This is a grandmaster's tool, not just a game.
All right, so we've seen her as a defender, we've seen her as a deceiver, but what happens when the clever tricks don't work? Well, that's when Irena pulls out her secret arsenal.
Because let's be real, for all her cleverness, she's not naive. She knows that sometimes things get messy, and you just have to be prepared for a straight-up fight. And here's a perfect example of how her mind works. The explosive candle. It looks totally harmless, right? You just light it, it runs for a round, gives you a moment to get clear, and then, boom! A fireball that deals 66 damage. It is the perfect ambush weapon. Simple, totally unexpected, and absolutely devastating.
And the surprises just keep coming. Get this, she can throw one of her black orbs of the wailing whips. It shatters, and suddenly the area is just filled with these ghostly slashing whips. We're talking 46 damage every round to anyone caught in there. This isn't just about damage, it's about controlling the space. It lets her completely reshape the battlefield on the fly.
And if all that wasn't enough, she's got a weapon for psychological warfare, this hunting horn. She gives it one blast, and her enemies have to make a roll to resist its magic. If they fail, their morale just tanks. It doesn't just hurt them physically, it breaks their will to even be in the fight,
making them easy pickings for her team.
So, we've got the defender, the deceiver, the saboteur. You put all those pieces together, what do you get? Let's talk about her real value to the group.
It all adds up to this. She is a total tide turner. She's the unbreakable defender who's just so hard to take down. She's the cunning strategist, using misdirection to mess with her enemies. She's a tactical problem solver with a pocket full of one-shot solutions. And maybe most importantly, she's a force multiplier. Her gear doesn't just help her, it weakens enemies for her entire party. She makes everyone around her better.
So in the end, Irena isn't just another fighter in the group. She's basically a walking, talking Swiss Army knife of survival and strategy.
And that brings us right back to the beginning, doesn't it? To the Irena enigma.
We've peeled back all these layers, the defender, the trickster, the tactician. But the question is still there, isn't it? Who is the real Irena? The logs tell us what she has, but they don't tell us why she has it. She's still a total enigma, defined by these brilliant strategies and incredible gambles.
But one thing's for sure. Her companions know that with that wild toolkit of hers, whatever danger comes their way, she's always well arraigned for a fight.